From the city of Chicago, let's round out this tournament, shall we? We got the 15U Baseball Tournament Championship game. And of course, it's fitting that being in Chicago, we got the Cubs and White Sox RBI programs going in. White Sox A's come in at 4-0. Cubs RBI 3-1. Their lone loss came to this White Sox team. We'll talk more about that and more. With that, we welcome you inside the broadcast booth and welcome you to the 2022 Major League Baseball RBI Central Regional Tournament Championship game here on the Windy City Sports Network. This entire tournament coverage has been hosted and presented by Chicago Cubs Charities. With that, we say hello and welcome you inside the booth. Cavan, Malayter, Austin Crume, Ryan Sikora will join us for the middle innings and later on in this contest. Austin, we saw the 18U White Sox A's program take the title over the Cleveland Guardians RBI team. Now they got another opportunity with their 15U squad to get one against the Cubs.
Yeah, I mean, it would only be fitting if you could see both teams, 18 and 15, go back-to-back and win them over the course of a few hours, though. But like you had said, also fitting to see both Chicago teams here. It's going to be a great matchup.
Luke Jolich will lead things off against right-hander Jimmy Downs. And the first pitch skips in, and that's how we get going at 2:02 local time. Glad you can be with us here. This is the final broadcast of this tournament here on WCSN. As this one's fouled off and evens out the count.
Yeah, I mean, it was a long, busy weekend. I think I can talk for all of us when I say that. I mean, as much fun as possible. But it's kind of sad that it's coming to an end.
Exactly. We're telling our friends here in the press box, we were like, all right, last one. Let's go.
Yeah.
1-1. Popped up, straight up for Vasquez, the third baseman. He comes in on the grass and makes the grab. That's how we get rolling. It's a pop out to third.
Good way to start if you're White Sox ace, and especially with Downs, you can see that first pitch he threw was off speed. He might be trying to
number 2.
junk ball the Cubs here, see if they're going to be ahead and look for heaters.
This is Ellis Tyler, the new batter. He's playing right field today. We'll give you the full Cubs lineup in a moment. This one skips down low for a ball. These two sides met on Friday. White Sox A's took that one 2-1 was the score. As that one skips in, that's a 2-0 count to Tyler.
Yeah, I mean, if that's a precursor to anything that could happen here, that's about as accurate as that could be. You're going to see that both of these teams are going to be fighting to see who can win out and come this one away. And
the familiarity surely has to help the Cubs in this case. After losing that first game, they know what they're going to get here, unlike the Guardians, who didn't see White Sox Ace in the 18U bracket.
Yeah, I mean, when we were going down to get lineup cards and, introduce ourselves to the coaches, you could see that their mentality, they were locked in on the game. They're going out here for blood and trying to win this one, especially after that tough loss last time.
3-1, yeah, the statement was, look, you know what these guys can do. You have to go out and attack them and go out and be ready because you know what you're going to get with this White Sox Ace team. You're always going to get a well-coached, fundamentally sound ball club, which isn't always easy in the high school level, but both programs seem to have it thus far. This is to the left side, Vasquez to his left, and he threw it away. So there's the announcer jinx in play right there. We'll see what they rule that, but Tyler's aboard here with one away.
Yeah, I mean, only ironic. It happens a couple times, announcers jinx, but good down there running by Tyler to make it on that wild throw.
Pitcher number 17, Davion Villalobos.
E5 is the ruling there, so Davion Villalobos is the pitcher for the Cubs, and he's swinging it for himself. He takes a strike.
Yeah, we've seen some pitchers in this tournament, 15U or 18U, who can rake. They're not just going to be there on the bump. They're going to try to do it for themselves as much as possible, and may not have happened for the 18U White Sox, but maybe see something here.
0-1 is in the dirt. After Villalobos, it goes Diaz, Rodriguez, Bonilla, Rivera, Deloney, and Matos to round things out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch. Weakly hit. Off the mound goes Downs. He will field and throw to first, and he gets the pitcher, Villalobos, for out number 2.
That's about as good of an out as you can hope for. Just off the end of the bat there, was kind of swinging over it, so easy play there for Downs to go get Villalobos.
Elias Diaz is the new batter.
Pitcher number 28, Elias Diaz.
Diaz play catcher today, so he will catch Villalobos, who just grounded out, and he takes that one just outside for a ball.
Yeah, when you have an early chance to score here, especially Cubs RBI, you need to take it. Tyler's got some wheels over there on second, so you can get him to score on any possible hit to the outfield.
1-0. This is to right field. That falls in for a base hit. Runner is going to be held at third, the last possible second, as a strong throw from Thigpen out in right field prevents Tyler from coming around.
Yeah, that was a missile over there in right field from Thigpen. It was, wow. That was almost like the seed from the 18U game almost.
Yeah.
Shortstop number
Worferman, Addison
21,
Worferman just completely hosed a runner at the plate.
I don't know what would have been a louder reaction from the 18U fans or the 15U fans.
Yeah, that was a strong throw. Runners in the corners now for Jaden Rodriguez. He's playing short today for this Cubs RPI squad. They're in the Navy jerseys, a different look that has similar style to their City Connect jerseys the Major League team wears, as there's a strike. Socks, just like their 18U counterparts, wearing the white and black home pinstripe uniforms that we see the Major League club wear on a normal basis at Guaranteed Rate Field on the city's south side. The 0-1 just missed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you just saw Jones after he picked that one up. He looked to first, and some of the other teams we've seen do that. They normally don't look at the lead runner at third. He just looked dead and bolt in the face. It's got to be intimidating.
Just a little. Here's the 1-1. Popped up. Downs calls for it. He gives way to his first baseman, Scott, who's able to make the play, and that retires the side. Nothing comes of the air in the single for the Cubs RBI squad. We're through half an inning, no score. Welcome back. Bottom one. And it's Demarion Butler leading things off, the class of 2025 product. So he just finished up his freshman year of high school. Butler, Thigpen, and Jones to lead things off for the White Sox ace program against right-hander. And already saw him at the plate, Davion Villalobos. And his first pitch is a fastball for a strike. Sox ace, as we mentioned, enters this one with a 4-0 record as the 0-1 sent up the middle. Rodriguez to his left. And he throws that one away. We'll wait to see what the ruling there. Butler was hustling down the line at first, and And we still await the ruling. But yeah, tough play there for Rodriguez.
Yeah, I mean, Butler was absolutely hustling down
Right
the line,
fielder number
everything he
44,
could to get on, and it
Thigpen.
clearly showed even after that wild throw.
It's Philip Thigpen, and they ruled it an error as squaring a bunt now is Thigpen. And it's a perfectly placed bunt, and he's going to reach. Back-to-back leadoff base runners here for White Sox ace.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you could ask for anything better. You got two fast guys on now, getting to the three.
Pitcher number 20,
the power hitters of this lineup. Let's see if
Sir
they can get done.
Jameson Jones.
So now this is Sir Jamison Jones, who in my opinion is the best name in the tournament.
That has to be the best.
It's the best name in the tournament. Sir Jamison's your first name? That's incredible. Tipped foul.
His nickname's probably King. If he's got a name like that.
We got these sheets, these little cheat sheets, so we can get to know more about all the teams before we get to go physically meet them, because obviously these players are coming from all different parts, and even all different parts of this own city that we're currently in right now in Chicago. That's a strike. And so one of the sheets was, do you have a nickname? If so, any. Sir Jamison Jones, that column is blank.
I wish it was King.
I wish it was too.
It's just such a fitting title.
That one hit him and the bases are loaded.
It could
Your baseman,
be anything along the
number
lines of royalty.
26.
It could be Your Highness.
Moises Vasquez.
A couple different things here. Either way, like you said, still coolest name so far.
Your Highness. I like it a lot. That's a good one. It's a really good one. Still no one out, and the bases are full here for Chicago. Popped up. Infield fly rule in effect as Villalobos makes the grab.
Yeah, Moses Vasquez definitely not looking for that one, but
Designated
either
hitter
way,
number
still only
40,
one away with bases jumped.
Angel Castro.
Here's Angel Castro. He's the designated hitter tonight. He's batting 4 downs, the pitcher for the White Sox ace program. Villalobos will now come back and work out of the windup here with the bases full. Strike called. No balls, 1 strike. Just the 1 out. Then we just saw that one missed down low from Villalobos. Cubs RBI defensively looks like this in the outfield from left to right. It's Deloney, Matos, and Tyler from third to first in the infield. Bonilla, Rodriguez, Yelich, and Rivera. Diaz catches the right-hander who's back into his windup. In the dirt, 2-1.
Villalobos, I mean, he seems almost like very Alec Manoah-esque, the way he holds himself up and throws from that more sideways up shoulder slot. It's definitely confusing for the hitters to see it when your arm comes in at a different angle.
2-1. Misses down, and it's 3-1 now. Three balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That gets the corner for a strike in the other half.
Got to protect here, full count. Clearly, Villalobos doesn't want to hang something over the heart of the plate with one of the better power hitters coming out middle away.
3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 away. Here's the pitch. This is it hard and through for a base hit on the right side. 1 run in. They'll wave around the runner from second base. The throw is cut off, and instead it will go to third, where there will be an out there. So Jones is retired at third, but both Butler and Thigpen come around to score. It's 2-0 White Sox ace here in the first.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for at a Castro. Work the count full to make Villalobos throw more, and then seize one middle away and push
Second
the play
baseman,
to
number
a
1,
single.
Derek Holmes.
That's a 2 RBI single there for Angel Castro. The DH comes through. It's a 9-3-5 put out of Jones at third base. So just the runner on first and 2 out now. Weekly hit up the line. Letting it roll is Bonilla. It's a fair ball and everyone's safe.
That may have been the luckiest roll we've seen in this entire tournament. There have been some interesting calls on those, sometimes even a bit premature, but
First
on the umpire
baseman,
for
number
letting that one go, and that
17,
was a great infield save.
Aaron Scott.
And Bonilla, who did the right thing, letting that ball roll, just got an unlucky break there.
Yeah, just the luck of the draw on that one.
Here's the pitch. Gets the outside corner for a strike. No balls and a strike, 2 out. Castro on second, Holmes on first. It's 1-1 now to Jones. That one finds the wickets and through it of Diaz. The both runners will advance 90 feet. So now the job becomes a little bit more tougher for Villalobos and for Jones, who's on first base.
Yeah, Scott's definitely having a good one here, just a good, confident at bat, and you can see there just a tad bit late on that one, but still good contact nonetheless, looking to poke it to the right field.
Scott playing first base today. 1-2 with 2 away. The pitch. Up and in. Out of the glove of Diaz, but not far enough for Castro to advance home. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. In the air to center. Long run for Matos. He's got it. Inning over. White Sox ace pick up 2. They also strand 2. Through 1 inning, it's 2-0 from the team from the south side of Chicago. Welcome back. It's Bonilla, Rivera, and Deloney up for White Sox ace. This pitch is flowing to left and foul.
Cubs got to look to get one on here early to try to cut in this lead. Luckily, as long as they score 1 run, it will be cut in half. So not too far to go, but still a mountain to climb here against this ace Cub.
You're definitely right. No balls and a strike. The pitch. It's his chop to the right side, right for Scott. It finds a hole somewhere in his defense, and it's a leadoff base runner for the Cubs.
Yeah, just a bad play on that one. An awkward hop and just went right over the glove of Scott over there down at first. Nothing to be too worried about, though. Just focus on throwing dominant pitches and have your defense play behind you.
So it's an error there. That's the second error of the game for the White Sox.
Jaden Rivera.
As Jaden Rivera steps up, he's playing first base today for Cubs, RBI. Solid crowd on hand here, as that one's taken for a strike.
Yeah, I mean, only fitting there's a solid crowd. It's not the furthest commute from the north or south side to get down here to Curtis Granderson Stadium.
No balls, one strike. Clouds really rolling in here. We've been told there's no threat of rain, but with how much the area has gotten yesterday morning, the suburbs of the city were under a tornado warning. The city itself is under a tornado watch. Thankfully, we got the games in as this is bunted up the third base line. Charging Vasquez, he froze. It's not in time. It's a bunt single for Rivera, and there's 2 on for the Cubs.
Yeah, I mean, good attempt to get it over there at third, but just a little bit of a bobble there on the transfer by Vasquez. Still was able to make a strong throw, but nonetheless, Rivera beats it in.
So now here's
Fielder,
Deloney.
16, Tyga Deloney.
First name Tyga. He squares the bunt, pulls it back, and now caught off the bag at second base is Bonilla. He's able to dive back in there. That was, I think, a little too close to comfort there for the Cubs coaching staff.
Yeah, I mean, Butler just jumped about 3 feet into the air to stop that one from going to center field and having both runners advance to second and third. Yeah, and handing his sunglasses off to his team. Doesn't want to destroy those, especially after a jump like that. You don't want to accidentally step on those. Those are not cheap.
No, those aren't. Those are a solid couple $100 right there down the drain.
That's a way to ruin your day.
Really is, even if you win. He bunts and gets it down. To third goes the throw out there. Smart play by Jones. It's a 2-5 fielder's choice for Deloney, and a nice play there by Sir Jamison Jones.
Yeah, I mean, good heads-up awareness there by Jones. Since there's a force at any 3 of the plates,
Center
gets
fielder,
the lead
number
runner,
1.
which is good, and still keeps
Jorge
double play
Matos
in line.
Jr.
Jorge Matos Jr. is the new batter. 2 on, 1 out. Checked it, did not go.
Jones is looking extremely aggressive there behind the dish, and that's exactly what you want as a leader of this club, is he's able to somewhat control what pitches are being thrown.
Sends it foul, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Matos Jr. followed by the top of the order. That's Yelich on deck. 1-1. He squares the bunt, bunts it foul, 1-2.
Not a bad play, gets the easier of the double plays out of the way and has the runners going, but like you just saw Jones, he'd got a runner at third, so there's also potential for him to get that force out of third and keep the same situation.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Just missed. And it's 2-2.
Yeah, White Sox ace coach just wanted that one. You can hear him down there going, hey, are we going to get that one? And just a bit outside there.
So 2-2 count now. With only 1 away. I'll check down the runners. They're both safe. There's the 2-2 again. Late swing, but it pays off as he drives the breaking ball in the right field. Holding up at third is Rivera, so it's a single there for Matos Jr., and the bases are full for the top.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for the 9-hitter, because now it just
Hitting
has
that,
bases
second
just
baseman.
one away, and you have Yelich coming back up.
It's Luke Yelich now up. Still only 1 away. He popped out to third to start the game. That misses down low. One ball, no strikes. Downs out of the windup, deals. It's just hit hard up the middle. Butler goes to second himself. He throws to first. He got him. Great pick by Scott And Downs is out of the jam.
Great 6-3 double play there. A little do-it-yourself play. No need for that little short hop when you can just run a couple steps over and keep the Cubs off the board.
We'll be back in a moment. Still 2-0. Ace leading.
How's it working? Better? How's it working? Is it better?
1 second.
Anderson.
Welcome back. Apologize for the technical difficulties. Still 2-0 White Sox ace after the leadoff double. Cubs, after a strain, the bases loaded, trying to keep the damage where it's done. Patterson, the current batter, he squares the bunt, drops it down perfectly. Villalobos to go to third, safe there. And now there's first and third with no one out.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there, that little bunt. And since there was no force there, you have to tag man, and now you got runners on corners, no way.
Shortstop, DeMarion Butler.
So Butler, who reached on an E6 and scored in the first, is now back up. That one misses high. Runner goes on the 1-0. This is his weekly hit. That's going to be a foul ball.
Bit of confusion among the Cubs aces and umpires on that one. Wasn't too sure if it was fair or foul. Eventually called foul.
Exactly right. Now the count stands at 1-1. No one out. Runner goes, and that one just misses down low. It's a free base there for Patterson.
Yeah, smart decision not to throw there. Diaz also could realize if he gets a bad throw on that one, it could score 1 and potentially 2, depending on how focused Matos Jr. is in center.
That's a strike. It's 2-2. That's hit hard on the ground to third. Bonilla takes a look at the runner, goes across the diamond out there. So a productive pickup and defensive play there from Bonilla as he saves the run.
Batting next, right fielder, Philip Thigpen.
Thigpen singled and scored his last trip. Thigpen's got 2 on. Infield plays in. Takes a breaking ball for a ball.
Yeah, I mean, alongside being good offensively as we've seen so far, he's thrown 2 missiles from right field on runners attempting to go home, and both runners have mistakenly had to hold up late.
Look out there. He gets some chin music from Villalobos.
Yeah, looks like he may have almost had the wind knocked out of him there. Just danced out of the way of that one.
Yeah, exactly. 2 balls, no strikes. Kick and the pitch. Foul back.
Good to see the sun coming out after a potential warning of rain here. Not trying to cancel an important game like this one.
Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Runner will come home, and so will Rodriguez's throw. Now they got him hung up. It's Bonilla over to Villalobos, who applies the tag for out number 2.
Good run down there by Villalobos to get him dead in his tracks there and make sure not another one scores and keep that lead to just 2 runs.
Hitting next, the catcher, Sir Jamison Jones.
So Sir Jamison Jones steps up. He's the catcher, and he's got runners on the corners, but 2 outs now. He was hit by a pitch in the first. Large lead off first, and a good block there from Diaz. The 1-0. Hit hard. Oh, what a grab! Rodriguez ends the frame and saves a run.
Jones gives a tip of the cap, and that one is an absolute magnificent play by Rodriguez there. Lays all the way out and saves a potential couple runs there. Great job by the Cubs defense.
That'll end the second. Cubs get some momentum as they go to the third. This is the 2022 Major League Baseball RBI Central Regional 15U baseball title game on the Windy City Sports Network. Tyler, the right fielder, to lead things off in the top of the third. Comes with some momentum after a strong defensive play from their shortstop during the inning. And last two half innings have ended with great plays by the team's shortstops.
I mean, yeah, just showing that defense does save games. You know, offense might put the butts in the seats, so to speak, but defense is what keeps these games really head-to-head.
2 strikes now on Ellis Tyler, who reached on an error and is tripped up to the plate in the first. The 0-2. He leaves it, and it's a quality take. It's a good breaking ball from Downs that just missed.
Yeah, Jones with a good block as well. He's just built like a ball player, man.
Yeah, he really is. Here's the 1-2. Cut on and missed, strike 3. Good fastball from Downs on the outside corner.
Pitcher, Davion Villalobos.
Davion Villalobos now steps back up. For 1 as well. That one is a ball.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Jones doing so well so far. Just dropped that one and automatically kind of smacked his glove saying, come on. His discipline already in this one so far has shown that he can definitely play up at his level.
Up the middle for the second time. He'll ground out to the pitcher, and there's 2 away.
Good play there by Downs. Kind of a do-it-yourself one, just an underhand toss over there to Scott at first and quickly 2 away.
So now here's Diaz, who singled his last time up.
Hitting next, the catcher, Elias Diaz.
Only hope for the Cubs here in the second after working out of a big jam there in their half of the second. Breaking ball for a strike.
Off-speed pitch has been working for him so far. Like I said, it was the first pitch of the game, and it was a dot right off the rip.
Good pitch there. It's 0-2.
Potentially see him go back to that again with Diaz being so late on it.
So no balls and 2 strikes. The pitch just missed. Downs out of the windup, kicks and fires again, and it's cut on and miss. Gets through Jones, he picks it up and fires a rocket to first to end the inning. Cubs RBI goes down in order. We're for 2.5. Still 2-0. White Sox ace leading. Bottom 3, still 2-0. White Sox ace leading. Cavan, Malayter, Austin, Crume with you. First pitch taken down and away for a ball. Vasquez, the third baseman, now up. popped out to the pitcher his only time to the plate. Here's the 1-0 from Villalobos. That's a strike and it's 1-1.
Yeah, definitely looking to do something after that pop out to the pitcher. Bases were juiced, and they did get a couple to come across to the plate, but that definitely isn't the greatest feeling knowing that you couldn't come through with bases juiced.
1-2 now as that fastball gets the outer half. It was a great defensive inning for the Cubs after seeing the bases get loaded, like Austin said. That one skips in. Pair of hits that inning, as well as a fielder's choice, but it ended with a highlight reel grab from the shortstop Rodriguez. Here's the 2-2. Popped up. That was the closest one. That was the closest one yet, Austin.
Man, just a few feet down, we may have gotten a souvenir here.
I know.
Then we would have to turn the camera around and show everyone that we weren't joking here.
We would need to show proof. Here's the 2-2 again. Lined right to Yelich, who stays calm, cool, and collective as he makes the grab.
Like our friend Scott Sanduli says, photo or it didn't happen.
Designated hitter, Angel Castro.
Well, that catch happened, and now there's one away.
And we got it on film, so it definitely happened.
You're exactly right. Here's Castro, who's singled in 2 his last time. That first thing was the White Sox ace program. Were able to get 2 runs on 3 hits. They did strand 2 though, and they've stranded 4 in the game as that breaking ball's in for a strike. Granted, still early, but 4 base runners and opportunities here for the White Sox ace team to really kind of try to put this game away.
Yeah, I mean, doing the best they can. Luckily, still having the lead because Cubs have not been able to get to downs yet. So you keep the lead and keep trying to get as high up as you can with runs and runners in scoring position.
1-1 count. Here's the pitch. 1-2 as that fastball reaches the zone.
Going through the motions for Villalobos, and it has clearly helped him so far in this inning. Got the first guy down easy and already ahead in the count in this one.
1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 away. Villalobos delivers. This was a fastball. Two and 2. Villalobos trying to pick up another out. Here's the pitch. Skipped it in, and the count was full.
Yeah, good on Castro to fight back in this one. Like, he got on the first one, the 2 RBI singles, so getting on twice in this one could definitely help his team start another rally.
We only saw in that 18U matchup between the Guardians and the White Sox, that one just misses. Villalobos is stunned. Surrender Cobra as he receives the baseball back from his catcher.
Second baseman,
Yeah, I mean,
Derek Cole.
some of the Cubs fans over on our left here go, ooh, that was a closer call, not too sure.
They started cheering thinking that was going to be called for strike 3.
It was definitely close enough to be called either way.
So now here's Holmes, singled out his last time. That one is blocked by Diaz. That was a stretch in which White Sox A's had back-to-back base runners aboard. They've had a stretch where they had 3 straight batters reach base. As this is popped up, backing up is Rivera. He makes the grab for out number 2.
Good fielding there by Rivera. May have been an interesting go for
First
it. If
baseman,
you wanted it to drop, potentially get
Aaron
a
Scott.
cheeky double play, it'd just be a bit difficult to do, and high risk, high reward though.
So now here's Aaron Scott, the first baseman. He flew out to end the first. Villalobos sets, delivers. That one just misses down low. It's 1-0.
Yeah, Cubs don't really have to worry about a runner here, as Castro is a DH, so they don't have him out running in the field. So just focus on this guy, and especially with 2 away, you won't see a jump here.
1-0. At to strike. Good fastball from Villalobos.
Diaz going to talk to his coach about his may be something wrong with the laces or the webbing in there, and definitely don't want to destroy a glove, especially with how expensive they are now.
We're really big on the cost of stuff. We had, the sunglasses discussion earlier. Now we got the mitts as well.
I mean, you know as well as I do, as being former players, it's not cheap to get stuff like this, especially the quality of things that are being made today.
Fair point. It's 1-1 now. Cuts and misses at a breaking ball. No trouble catching the ball there.
Definitely not. New glove clearly seemed to help a little bit.
Here's the 1-2. Chop to third. Bonilla will go the long way, and he gets him by a step to end the frame. So once again, Villalobos works around the walk and gets another scoreless frame in the second of the contest. For 3, still 2-0 White Sox ace. We're in the fourth, and White Sox ace still up 2-0, and Downs is back to work. He misses with that breaking ball. Jimmy Downs so far, quality start for him. He's dealt with some base runners, but how has he really been able to get out of these jams that he's come across himself?
Seems that whatever's happened.
This is on the ground to Holmes out there at second.
Seems whatever had happened in between innings, he'd kind of maybe talk to Jones behind the disc. The battery connection may have something to do with it. It may have been a talk with the pitching coach. It may have been a finding his inner self at that point. Anything goes on how you get there, but once he got there, he's been dominant so far in this one.
Bonilla reached on an error, so he's officially 0 for 1. That one misses upstairs. And typically at this age level, the errors are going to happen. So how do you feel he's responded thus far in terms of the errors? Because that's got to rest in the back of your mind that, hey, my defense may not have it for me today.
Yeah, I mean, just a couple mistakes. Everyone's bound to make mistakes. It happens. But when you've practiced and played with the team for so long, you know their confidence levels, and you try to bring each other up the best way you can and deal with what you can that is in control of your hands, and everything else that you can't control, just throw out the window.
2-1 is the count now on the third baseman, Bonilla. Downs to work. 3-1. Rivera on deck. Toloni in the hole if it were to get to him. 3-1 from the righty. In the air to left center field, drifting over's Andrews. He's got it for the second out.
Good piece of hitting, but right to Andrews in center field. Just have to take a couple steps in to make sure that one doesn't fall. And
First
another
baseman,
quick inning of 2 outs.
Jaden Rivera.
Jaden Rivera singled and was stranded at third his last time up. So he's looking to continue that streak. No Cub has had multiple hits thus far today. And that one missed down low. Diaz, who singled in the first, struck out swinging in the third. Matos, who singled in the second, has yet to get a second at bat. We look to try to add that on. A couple of other players have reached, but haven't gotten on their second up. So it's been good responses the second 10 for the order for downs, which is definitely a question mark when you're at the high school level, especially at the younger side of the high school level.
Oh, I mean, 100% control is going to be everything at this age.
Bloop to short right, and a diving grab made by Holmes. That ball tailed away from him last second, and it really became a tough play, Austin.
Yeah, I mean, that is now the third difficult play in a row that has ended the inning so far, which, like I said, shows that defense is the most important key factor here when the bats have gone dry from both sides.
The defensive battle will continue in a moment. You are watching the 2022 Major League Baseball RBI Central Regional Baseball Tournament at the 15U level on the Windy City Sports Network. Ron Andrews to lead things off here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. 2-0 White Sox ace lead it up. And Villalobos back to work. He gets a pop up to the right side. To the dugout goes Rivera. He just runs out of room, plain and simple. So that's how the home half of the fourth gets underway. Cavan, Malayter, Austin, Crume, Ryan Score will join us in the next half inning to talk about the softball championship game between Cleveland and Cincinnati, as well as this tournament as a whole. And no balls in one strike. Villalobos delivers. 0-2 now. Good breaking piece there.
Yeah, sad to also say the tournament's coming to an end. I've really enjoyed being able to do this.
We got, after this half inning, just depending on the result of this game, 2.5 to 3 innings left in this tournament, and then we're done.
Aw,
And then
don't say that.
we
That's
all
kind of sad.
we all go our separate ways, everyone.
Go back to school and get a better education.
1-2. Chopped foul. Nice job by Andrews to stay alive. He doubled his last time up, by the way.
He sure did, and he smoked that ball too.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Villalobos, after a shaky first inning, has really settled in nicely. He's stranded 3 White Sox ace hitters on base paths. 1-2. Ooh, that one dropped in behind the head of Andrews. He kind of looked back and was like, oh, I'm still here.
Yeah, I just lost a little bit of control on that off-speed pitch there. Nothing too crazy, but I think Villalobos is really locked in after he gave up those 2. He's been pretty dominant.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's the domination. Good 12-6 curveball from Villalobos for out number 1.
Yeah, that off-speed has definitely been
Jonathan
ace for tonight
Anderson.
so far in this one.
That was just the first strikeout of the game for Villalobos. Squares the bunt and fouls it off is Patterson. He's the number 9 hole hitter. Butler on deck represents the top of the White Sox ace order. 2-0 score in the final game of this tournament altogether. All the other games are done and finalized. The 2 other title games have come to a close, so it's just this one right here And it's fitting that being in Chicago, we got Cubs and Sox to round things out. We opened up with Cubs Sox on the baseball side of things at the 18U level. Now we're closing it off on the baseball side of it with the 15U level.
It's only fitting. I mean, the city's been great to all those involved, and at least us here. It's an opportunity that you just can't complain about, whether you're a player, a coach, a family member, or even us.
You're definitely right. No balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1. Up and in. Patterson singled, stole second base, but was stranded at third, and that was the inning in which it came to a close on that brilliant catch by Rodriguez at short. Jammed and pops it foul to the right. One ball, two strikes with one away. Villalobos working for his second strikeout, and he have to wait another pitch. He tried that waste pitch there, which, let's be real, when you think of the game of baseball, the waste pitches quite often. We haven't seen a whole lot of those in this game tonight.
Not even really in this tournament so far. I mean, every pitch counts, and just lucky enough to have a waste pitch, and that one throws it right again.
Right back to the mound, and it's an easy second out. And some extracurriculars there. Some chatters between Patterson and Rivera. The two collided. Some Cubs players felt that collision was intentional. The umpires escorting him back to the dugout.
Demarion Butler.
Yeah, Cubs fans and coaches not too happy with that bit of unwarranted contact, but or the call on it, neither team too happy about it. Just a bit confused is the whole situation.
You can't tell from here in our angle. We just know the collision happened after the play was over. Here's Butler in the top. He drives that to left, but it'll hook foul and land on the berm just beyond the sidewall.
Just a bit early off the bat there. Got a good piece of it. Just needs to straighten that out and get the timing perfect, and that's gonna launch pretty far.
Butler 0 for on the day, reached and scored on an error, and grounded out in the second as he takes a strike, and he's behind 0-2.
You can hear some Cubs fans pretty happy about that, trying to hype up the pitcher and all the defense here.
Villalobos a strike away. The pitch hit hard and fair down the line in left field. It'll rattle into the corner. Butler's on his horse for second. It skips by Deloney. He's now being waved around to third, and he'll dive in safely with a triple. Great piece of two-strike hitting by Demarion Butler, and the Sox have something going here in the fourth.
Yeah, I mean, as I said before, all he's got to do is straighten it out, and he can crush that ball, and that's exactly what he did down the third base line, and a good jump over there as well to get him into third.
So now here's Thigpen for the third time, 1 for 2, single and a fielder's choice. And a strike there.
Bit of an inside call on that one, but a strike call nonetheless. Umpires have been a bit more evenly matched in this one.
0-1. Hit hard on one hop to Rodriguez at short. Long throw, but he got him. He has been so solid defensively for the Cubs thus far, and they strand the runner at third. We're through 4, 2-0 White Sox ace to lead it. Ryan Sikora to join us after the break. We welcome you back, and this weekend the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame induction ceremony will be held, and is currently being held in Cooperstown, New York. This year's inductees include Mr. Buck O'Neill, a former Negro League player and manager. O'Neill spent over 30 years in the Chicago Cubs organization as a scout, minor league spring training inductor, and mentor. He was the first African American to coach for an AL or NL ball club and was a champion for preserving Negro League history. Congratulations, Mr. O'Neill. Chicago's proud of you. Yes, we already have some drama here unfolding in the top half of the fifth inning, as the bunt was laid down there by Deloney. Cavan, Malayter, Austin Crume, Ryan Sikora with you here for the other half of the game. And Ryan, you just came over from softball, where that seemed to be a fun game between Cleveland and Cincinnati.
First of all, what an introduction, going to break at the end of that last half inning. Introduced me like I was the player in the almost. You put me on the same pedestal as you did Curtis Granderson. I appreciate that.
It's a home run derby introduction there.
It was
all the pyrotechnics and fireworks and everything.
It was electric.
You're welcome.
As for softball, I mean, the Cleveland Guardians are really good at both baseball and softball. I've just been informed that they didn't get it done today in the 18U game on the other side of this we have here today, but the softball team had a really good showing, 7-3 winners. They'll go to Florida as champions, but the best part about that game, I'm not going to lie, is that both teams get to go and play from the softball.
Swing and a miss. For strike one by Matos.
That was a pretty cool moment to see them announce on the field after Cincinnati had lost that both softball teams would still be heading on their way to Florida in the next couple of weeks or so.
1 ball, 1 strike to Matos, and this weekend has really been proof that, hey, the state of Ohio, really good in both baseball and softball.
Shocking piece of information there. Honestly, because at least in football-wise, they're not the greatest until recently. The Bengals down there in the Southwest.
You've always had a pretty good college team in that state, don't you, though?
Yeah, normally right in the middle of it.
Known Ohio local, Austin Crume.
I wouldn't say known, but I'd say resident, perhaps.
Known Ohio local, Austin Crume. But no, back to the softball game. It was a fun one. I can't say any differently. Cincinnati started off really slow, couldn't get anything going, and early on for Cleveland, back-to-back home runs right away in the first inning. A home run, a 2-run home run, and then a home run right after that, just to make it 3-0 right out of the gates. They added 2 more in the second, and from there, Cincinnati was chasing, couldn't find anything late. Cleveland closed the door out with another home run. Olivia Lopez hit 2. She hit 1 yesterday in a walk-off variety against Cincinnati. So 3 home runs against the same team in 2 games for the weekend for her. She ended up being my player of the tournament on the 18U softball side, for sure.
And Austin, for the baseball side, anyone stick out for you?
I mean, 18U game or just in general?
Just in general, from this tournament.
I mean, from this tournament, I can't talk enough about Figueroa on the Guardians. Just the energy he brought, the intensity when he was pitching, hitting,
Hitting
playing
next.
third base. It
Second
didn't matter.
baseman,
He was going to go out there and
Luke
do the best he was.
Yelich.
Even down 5 runs, he was trying to toy with the enemy out there, and it was a power move at that point.
We saw him yesterday, too, power through a foot injury. So that speaks to not only his ability on the diamond and his mental enjoyment for the game, but also his mental toughness within the game.
Top of the order as Luke Yelich steps back up. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Matos, by the way, just singled to left center. He becomes the first Cub today to single or record a hit in both of their at-bats. As this one is taken down and away.
About 1 game into the 15U slate that we've been able to cover, obviously only getting to do this championship game. Anyone stick out to you from this game just alone so far, halfway through?
I mean, Jones defensively and as a leadership role here has been impressive nonetheless. We've done a couple things that we haven't even seen be done in the 18U, run the different kind of plays, look his opponent dead in the eyes and not even flinch and force him to go back. It's just the pressure he exerts.
To right field for Thigpen. He's got it, and that's the second out of the inning. For me, it's Jaden Rodriguez. He's the shortstop for the Cubs. He's been a couple of spectacular plays that I don't even think people at the 18U or college level can even make thus far, and he's still just on this 15U side, so he's got a pretty bright future ahead of him, just with the showcase of his mitt today thus far.
I know I got here late. I got here about two innings into the game. I don't know how you can look at this diamond and not stare right at Sir Jameson Jones, who Austin brought up.
In the short center field, long one for Andrews, who slides and makes a great grab. Not an easy play whatsoever, but he came in a long way to make the grab. That's the end of the top half of the fifth. White Sox stay still lead at 2-0. This is the 2022 Major League Baseball RBI Central Regional Tournament 15U baseball title game on the Windy City Sports Network. Bottom of the fifth, Sir Jameson Jones to lead things off. The guys that Ryan and Austin highlighted there, both alongside me here for the home half of the fifth. And we got a defensive change here for the Cubs. It's Bryson Smith who enters the ball game and will play first base. 1 ball, no strike count now to the guy Austin wants to nickname King.
I mean, it works. The name itself, like you said, is arguably the best name we've seen in any part of this tournament so far. Ryan, do you have any thoughts on his name here?
Sir Jameson?
Yes, sir.
I think it's second only to another man playing on this field right now. That's Tyga Deloney.
Tyga, yep.
Not a bad one.
That one hits him.
Second hit by pitch of this one so far.
Yeah.
Takes it off the chin like it was nothing.
So he's 0 for 1. He smoked the ball. He was absolutely robbed by the shortstop Rodriguez. His other 2 trips to the plate have seen him get drilled by a pitch.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of angry they don't let him run because I bet he trots around that base path pretty fast too.
Oh yeah.
Courtesy runner was installed as Vasquez comes up, who's 0 for 2. They'll check on the runner, and diving in safely with the head first slide is Cavari Thunderbird as the courtesy runner.
That's up there for that's an even better name.
We're getting them all today.
You got to hit them all in the last one. It's the firework finale at this point.
Strike call. It's 0-1. Class of 2024 is Thunderbird. The 0-1. Popped up. Right side of the infield, Yelich will call off Smith and will make the grab for the first out. I have to add that there is a high school here in Chicago, Hyde Park, and their team name is the Thunderbirds. So, if Cavari and his family go out, it's the Thunderbirds going out. I just thought that was cool that it's in the same town, in the same city.
That's humorous. Meanwhile, Toronto's put up 8 runs today against the Sox. They're going to score 50 runs this weekend in Boston.
Meanwhile, we're focused on this game here, Ryan, as Castro swings and misses.
I do love hearing that information.
Well, yes, considering you're a Yankees fan,
They've scored 30 runs in 3 games.
very similar to White Sox ace who scored 39 in 4.
Also very good offensive.
The 0-1. That's cranked back up the middle. To his left goes Matos on the run. He's got it for the second out.
Good piece of hitting by Castro, but still, a couple times this game so far, just right to a fielder and they get nothing out of it.
So now here's Holmes with 2 out. And the runner still standing on first base is Jones,
Derek Holmes.
or his courtesy runner Thunderbird. Eric Holmes singled all the way back in the first, and he pops the first one up and out of play.
What do you think the chances are we are able to get a foul ball on this field?
Next to none at this point. The odds were great on day 1. Now we're on day 4, and in the final couple of innings of the last game, not great.
Taylor Swift never said never.
0-1. Smith runs out of room.
I think you have the wrong artist there, bud.
No?
Was it Justin Bieber who said that?
Taylor
That
Swift,
Jaden
Taylor
Smith- Jaden
Swift
Smith
said we're
movie?
never getting back together. And I still think we are. So
Nothing in 2. He takes away.
The additional defensive changes for the Cubs. Number 2, Ellis Tyler moves from right to left field.
Can you tell that we've done about 12 games in 4 days?
I think it's been
Additionally, number 24, Jaden Rivera moves from first base to right field.
Tyler from left field now after being in right. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Hit hard up the middle, right to Rodriguez. Smooth like butter, and the inning comes to a close.
defense has been pretty positive here so far in this one. It seems to always have a good ending play to end these innings so far.
Sox strand a runner through 5, 2-0. Ace lead it. Back in a moment here on the Windy City Sports Network. Top of the 6th inning. Cubs just looking for an answer here. They send Villalobos, their pitcher, back up to the mound. Cavan, Malayter, Austin Crume, Ryan Sikora with you here for the final couple of innings of this 22 Central Regional. Up and in, it's 2-0.
Yes, sad to say, not much left. I know I keep going back to it. It's been fun. Tiring, but definitely fun.
Lots and lots of fun. Downstairs.
softball was really fun today. I will say that. Lots of home runs, lots of opportunities for good plays to be made defensively. Lots of balls put in play. It was fun.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about Lopez from hitting a couple homers. She had 2 yesterday, and another one later in that second game that she played. I think she had a total of 5 or 6 home runs over the course of 5 games.
That's a leadoff walk, by the way, for Villalobos. So the tying run will come to the plate for the Cubs.
Power hitter, I would call it Olivia Lopez.
Up
That was a
next, the
power hitter for the
catcher,
Guardians lineup.
Elias Diaz.
I don't know how many we've seen exit the park here at Les Miller Field, but there has to have been at least a couple, right?
At this ballpark right here, just the 4.
3 or 4.
4. No, it's 4. We had 2 on opening night,
Okay.
both by White Sox ace players. We just had the 1 on Friday. That was the home run by Snyder of Cleveland. And then yesterday we had the Barnes leadoff home run on the first at bat of the game.
Harrison Barnes.
Not the NBA player.
Got a courtesy runner of Alexander Thirst.
Now he's going to get cut off guard. The problem is Smith has no one to throw it to, and now Jones throws it away. Here comes the runner for 30, slides in safely. Here come the Cubs, and they're fired up in that third base dugout.
Yeah, and just like that, it's an even closer game than someone still, imagine to be only 2 runs scored in this one so far, but definitely on the verge of breaking the ice.
I don't think it mattered if Sir Jameson Jones had anyone to throw it to. It looked like he threw it over everybody's head. It looked like he was trying to just see if he could find it in the glove of the center fielder out there more than anything else.
So now a big opportunity for Diaz, who's already 1 for 2. That's into right field. Coming in is Thigpen, but he'll give way to Holmes, who makes the grab. I mean, Thigpen pretty much ran all the way to the edge of the infield there to back up his second baseman for out number 1.
Yeah, I mean, it was a weird take off the bat there. It seemed like it was going to go further.
Shortstop.
Dying, and the infield, so
Gene Rodriguez.
by Holmes to just scoop on in and get it out.
So now here's Rodriguez, 0 for 2. Takes the ball. Cubs RBI squad came into this game with 34 runs for, only 7 against. And this is chopped to the left side. It goes fair, and it'll be an infield single there for Rodriguez.
Yeah, great piece of hitting, but also his speed helped Rodriguez get down there, and such a difficult throw for Vasquez, and no reason.
The runner almost acted like a screen there as he was in foul territory, but still standing on the bag. And now we'll have a meeting on the mound. Golden opportunity for the Cubs with the tying run standing on first base and only 1 away here in the top of the 6th. We're here at Curtis Granderson Stadium on the campus of UIC here in Chicago, Illinois. Glad you could be with us here. We had a full house, as well as a pretty full press box, which includes us, several members from and representatives from Major League Baseball and the RBI initiative, as well as the voice of Wrigley Field, Jeremiah Paprocki. He's had a long couple of days as well, just like we have.
Oh, yeah. Still sounds just as golden as he always does, though. Probably used to this kind of a schedule if he's calling that many home games over there at Wrigley.
Yeah, I don't know if he's ever done I don't even know what the word for 5 straight games in one day would be.
Quintuple header.
Quintuple header, there we go.
Good word, Ryan.
I had that one in the locker because I was trying to use it yesterday, but Cavan took the 5th game, so I couldn't use it.
Yes, I took the 5th game. Blame it on me.
No, I will, because I wasn't just going to give you a really good word. You got to work for a really good word. And I didn't think you'd done enough to earn that quintuple header.
Ryan, you clearly done enough.
That's hard. That's down, and it's in the gap. It may go all the way to the wall. 1 run's in. Here comes Rodriguez flying around. He'll score to tie the game. To third goes Bonilla, and we got a brand new ball game here in the top of the 6th.
That was an absolute rocket over there by Bonilla, and lucky for him, he didn't let the ball get to the wall, but Andrews takes a bad turn to it. Brand new ball game, just like Cavan said. Still a lot of time to go here.
I think it's Cubs Sox now. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
I would have to agree with that statement, Ryan.
It's a 2 RBI double for Bonilla, who entered that at bat 0 for 2 in that game. And now a move will be made here by the White Sox ace. We'll step aside for a moment. The go-ahead run for the Cubs RBI squad sits on third. Back in a moment here on the Windy City Sports Network. The right fielder sends the first pitch from Derek Holmes right back up the middle. And that was Rivera who grounds back out for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you can ask for. One pitch, one outing. You have to helps get the confidence back after giving up 2 runs there. Still one in scoring position.
Deloney's 0 for 2. Go ahead on third on the top of the 6th.
Bryson Smith.
This is the left side, but caught by Butler. And that'll end the inning. So nothing comes of the triple except for those 2 runs through 5.5. 2-2. Scott leads off the home half for the 6th, and he sends a ground ball back up the middle. To his left goes Rodriguez. He froze, and he fires a fastball for out number 1. He's been just so pure defensively today, Austin.
Yeah, defense has been the patron saint of this one. I mean, the offense has started to wake up a little bit there, at least on the Cubs side, but defense all around.
Next, number 29.
A good lineout and
Andrews.
the last half inning there, so it just keeps on continuing.
1 for 2 on the day is Andrews, who steps up for his 3rd at bat. Doubled in the 2nd, but was cut down at the plate on a 6-2-5-1 fielder's choice. This is to left, and it drops in front of Tyler for a base knock.
Another good piece of hitting there by Andrews with a double and a single. Was thrown out as a fielder's choice his first time on the base path, but potentially looking to go around here and score one and give the lead back to his club.
Patterson also singles right after that Andrews double.
Jonathan Patterson.
Patterson also grounded out to the pitcher in the 4th. Villalobos still on the mound, trying to get through his 6th inning. He's got 1 out and a runner on first base. Double play depth up the middle for the Cubs RBI squad. Patterson squares and fouls it off. No balls and 1 strike. The runner goes to 2nd. The pitch is outside. The throw down is in time. A great throw by Diaz. A great tag by Rodriguez. And that's out number 2.
Yeah, I don't think you could have written that out any better after you saw that Patterson was going for that bunt. They rearranged their defense and was preparing for a runner to go, and that's exactly what happened.
So now it's a 1-1 count to Patterson. Villalobos works out of the windup. And it's quickly 1-2.
And how the inning has turned around quickly here for Villalobos definitely is a good confidence booster knowing that your defense is on par.
0-2, the pitch. Got him! Went back to the bender and gets another strikeout. Through 6, we are all tied up. You're watching the 2022 Cubs RBI Central Regional Championship on the Windy City Sports Network. Top of the 7th. And we get started with that ball downstairs. Cavan, Malayter, Austin Crume, and Ryan Sikora with you. Two balls, no strikes. Two and one now. 2-1. 2-2 now.
Good bounce back here from Holmes, trying to get his team back up and get the back again.
That misses away, and we go full here. 9 in the top of the order. Matos is 2 for 2 on the day. The only Cub to have not been put out yet. The 3-2. Down and away. It's a walk for Matos. And a leadoff base runner for Cubs RBI.
Yeah, you can see the energy has shifted to Cubs RBI in a way different manner, and they're just playing with way more energy and accuracy.
Batting next, number 23, Luke Yelich.
Yelich is the top of the order. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Breaking ball for a strike. These two teams met on Friday. White Sox ace took this original meeting by a score of 2-1. 1-1 now. Holmes is set and delivers. This is pop foul, 1-2.
White Sox fans over here seem to have lost all their life that they had in them and swinging more towards the north side over here.
Tyler on deck, 0 for 3. One and 2 now. Checked it. Did not go. It's 2-all.
Yeah, Yelich not having to worry to stay at the plate so far. 0 for 3. He's definitely looking to snap that, especially as a leadoff hitter here.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Still nobody out. Holmes sets and delivers. This ball sent out in the right center field. Long run. It falls in there. That'll roll to the wall. Matos can run. The throw is going to be cut off. Cubs lead it 3-2.
Bomb there, tripping to that right center gap again.
Hitting is number 2, Ellis Tyler.
That one. Now the Cubs lead here, and they just need 3 more outs and they walk away champions.
How about Luke Yelich, his first hit of the contest? And it couldn't come at a more clutch time. Squaring a bunt and fouling it off is Ellis Tyler. Tyler 0 for 3, E5, strikeout, flyout. Holmes out of the windup delivers. Popped up, could be playable in short left center, and it's caught by Patterson for the first out of the frame.
Yeah, good bounce back out there for Holmes. His defense, especially not being down one.
Hitting is number 17,
Let's come back in a late game.
Davion
We've
Villalobos.
seen them do it before, and their last game was tough. This won't be an easy ending.
Davion Villalobos now up. Infield will play in with 1 out and the runner on third. And they're going to walk Villalobos to bring the double play back into effect. Purely a move there, not because of fear, but out of just tactics, right, Austin?
Not a bad idea, and especially with Diaz only being 1 for 3.
Hitting is number
So
28,
far has been pretty decently
Elias
stretched, so
Diaz.
we'll see if this is able to play out for him.
Diaz is 1 for 3. He singled all the way back in the first, and they'll insert the courtesy runner. That's Sam Laporte. This is chopped to the left side. Butler backhands his only play is at first. The runner now hung up and will go back to third. So it advances Laporte. It holds Jolich at third, and there's two away.
Gene Rodriguez.
Laporte able to realize that he's going to move up, but White Sox are able to make sure a run doesn't score is a major factor here.
Here's Rodriguez. Singled and scored in the sixth. He was the tying run. He takes a fastball right down the middle for a strike. Takes that one, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, not forced to protect in a situation where scoring more runs is absolutely crucial against the White Sox ace team that is dominant on all fronts.
Chop to the right side. Thigpen has to charge, but he's still able to come up and make the play. We're through 6.5. Cubs RBI, 3 outs away from a title and a trip to Dodgertown, Florida. Stay with us here on the Windy City Sports Network. Bottom of the order, due up for White Sox ace. It's Butler, Thigpen, and Jones. Butler 1 for 3 and takes a strike. He tripled his last time up. White Sox ace trailed by a run. It's 3-2. Cubs RBI took the lead and are 3 outs away from a trip to the RBI World Series. And a time is called.
Yeah, I mean, these are 3 crucial outs here for the Cubs. It would almost be redemption after that close loss just a couple days ago, but this White Sox ace team, you cannot count them out just yet.
Sent foul off to the right. It's 0-2.
May have been a 5-inning difference between the first time they scored and now, but the old saying, it goes better late than never.
Exactly right. They only need 1, too, which really helps. They were able to limit the damage that inning. But Villalobos gets a called third strike. And that's the start you want after you have all this momentum going towards you in the bottom half of the 7th.
Exactly. Villalobos has picked up so well after that first rough little inning, but Butler, watching that one away, was not happy about the call, just kind of puts his head down and walks back, knowing that not much he can do about it now.
Here's Thigpen. Takes a strike.
It's that outside and away call that if Villalobos is going to keep getting it, he's going to keep throwing it, especially if the ace players are not swinging it.
0-1. Hit hard in the left center. That falls. And the tying run's on first base.
Like I said, better late than never. Never able to count this team out. They have done extremely well. The ACE program over on the south side is a dominant one.
Sir Jamison Jones.
Sir Jamison Jones now. 2 hit-by pitches and a hard line out. And Villalobos steps off. In the dirt, blocked by Diaz. No advancement.
I mean, all it takes is one swing by one of these guys here to become the hero of this one and send his team on down to Florida to keep playing.
1 ball, no strikes. 1 will tie it for White Sox ace. 2 will send them to Florida as Central Regional champions. That's a strike, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, Jones is going to have to protect from that outside call. As some of his past teammates have not been swinging at those. He definitely has the reach to do it.
1-1. Misses downstairs with an off-speed pitch, and he's done a really good job keeping the heart of this White Sox ace order at bay, which hasn't been easy to do all weekend long for any opponent of this White Sox ace team.
I mean, yeah, 15U, 18U, doesn't matter. Both programs are dominant, so any way you could put them at bay is seen as a victory regardless of what the final box score says.
2-2 now after Sir Jamison Jones fouls it off. Vasquez on deck. Villalobos working from the center part of the rubber. 2-2. Hit hard. In and out of the mitt of the runner. Will dive in safely. Bonilla with a great diving attempt and prevented extra bases.
Yeah, I mean, great on him there. He almost had gotten it and turned a crucial double play there, but you would much rather have that single instead of a double there, but just want to make sure that Thigpen's okay over there at second.
And now, Cubs will go to the bullpen. Matos will trot in, and we'll go to a break. 3-2 winning run sits on first base for White Sox ace. Back in a moment on the Windy City Sports Network. Bottom 7 in Jorge Matos Jr.
Moises Vasquez.
comes up as moving from second to center will be Yelich. And Villalobos goes to second base. As that's the defensive situation for the Cubs. 2-1, only 1 out. And the first pitch hits Vasquez, and the tying run moves up to third base.
Exactly what White Sox ace need here. Now one hit to the outfield could potentially win them this game.
It's going to be a pinch hitter. Jimmy Downs will bat for himself now.
Hitting next for the Sox, number 23, Jimmy Downs.
This one sent to center. Yowood's coming in, makes the grab. Runner tags. Here's the throw. We are tied. Sack fly for Downs. And we're starting over here in the bottom of the 7th.
That's all you can really ask for there. I mean, Downs' first at bat in this game, and it's the most clutch one so far.
They're going to go appeal over
Next, number
to
1,
third. The umpire's already saying he's safe.
Just got to be sure. I mean, in a situation like this, you can never be too sure about anything at this point. You can hear some of the White Sox fans definitely louder here now and want to end this one and go home a champ.
Jones is the runner on second base. He's the winning run. That's a strike on the outer half. That run, by the way, will be charged to Villalobos. So we'll see what happens if he's able to retire one more batter. 0-1. Fouled off. It's 0-2. They will play extras if this game is tied. So if Matos is able to get one more strike or find a way to get one more out, we'll have our first extra innings game of this tournament. Right here comes set. First base side of the rubber. Deals. Hit hard on the ground. It bounces in and out of the middle. Smith, the runner now will come for the plate. And White Sox ace, our Central Regional champions. And walk-off error for Holmes.
Couldn't have storybooked that one any better. Who would have thought? Now the 18U and 15U Chicago White Sox ace are headed to Dodgertown, Florida. Congratulations to both clubs there. Absolute immaculate performances by both teams.
What a game. There you see both teams shaking hands. Sox win it on an E3. Tough way to end that game and end the tournament if you're Cubs RBI. For White Sox ace, you view that as a miracle after giving up the lead in the top half of the inning.
Will meet up with the Reds RBI team as they compete at Field of Dreams in Dyersville, Iowa.
Two teams.
Catch that game on the MLB Network.
Both with completely different side of emotions. White Sox ace will have the trophy presentation in a moment. Stay with us here.
MLB Regional Central Tournament hosted by Cubs Charities. Please drive home safely.
Sox sweep the baseball bracket in both 18 and 15U. They do it in walk-off fashion and are on the way to Dodgertown, Florida as 15U RBI Baseball Central Regional Champions. The banner is out, the photos are being taken. It also signifies the end of this tournament and the end of it for us as well. For everyone here at the Windy City Sports Network, we'd like to thank a couple of people. For everyone at Cubs Charities, our point person on this was Carrie Blackwell. She helped run this tournament and did a fantastic job. For everyone at Major League Baseball and the RBI program, thank you. And for everyone here at the Windy City Sports Network, for Tia Reed, for Ryan Sikora, and for Austin Crume, I've been Cavan Malayter saying so long from Chicago. Final score, White Sox ace 4, Cubs RBI 3. Thank you so much for watching. and we'll see you soon.